Welcome in, everybody. Okay, the teleprompter said it is Friday Eve, and for a second I thought it was Friday, and I got really excited.
It feels like it.
But it's Friday Eve, which is just as exciting. Many of us are making plans for the weekend, and thank you guys for joining us here at Local on 2. I'm Larissa Wall.
And I'm Laura Schweizer. Whether you're making brunch plans or hanging out with family, our first guest has a message for those who are thinking about sobriety.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Mathias John wrote a book using his journal entries addressing addiction. But this book is about more than that. He has a clinical perspective on sobriety as well.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Welcome in, friend.
Sure, thanks for having me.
Yes.
Really appreciate you. It's
Oh,
wonderful.
yes. Okay, so I want to start at the beginning. Start with your journey, a little bit about your background, and the moment that you knew that you needed to seek help.
Sure, yeah. For the journey of the book really started in 2017 when I started journaling and writing. That was a daily foundation for me. The way my life was moving, I somehow started struggling with alcohol in 2019. That was when I started brief attempts at sobriety. These things happen multiple times. You strings to get together some time, and then you go back out, and things don't go as planned. So that that happened a couple times over the course of a year and a half. And then I found my bottom in April of 21. That's when, that's my current bout with sobriety. So that's the last thing. That was the last part of the puzzle for me, or the tipping over of everything was.
What happened with the car accident?
So the car accident was an afternoon where I was celebrating a golf tournament by myself, unfortunately. The Masters golf tournament is my favorite tourney of the year. I always used to celebrate with friends, but I was taking it easy by myself that day, and I had the mistake of getting behind the wheel, caused a 4-car accident. Probably the worst day of my life, but also the day of my life turned around. So you end up being grateful for that in the end.
Right. Yeah, you see the silver linings and how things all happen for a reason. At least I believe that. Okay, so writing this book or looking back through your journal entries, you also had a therapist weigh in. Was it a cathartic experience, or was it really traumatic?
Probably both, I think, when you really look at it. It was very therapeutic to go back through. The point was an exercise in sobriety for me, right? I didn't want to repeat the past. I didn't want to do it again. And so I looked back through my journals, and I would tab dates that were important and go back through again and figure out which ones went in the book. And that was great for me. It was really difficult at times. Editing it was actually quite fun in a robe. But it was, it was really difficult because I saw my addiction through a sober lens, which is basically seeing it through my wife's lens, which was the hardest part of writing the book, was having to really dig in and see what she saw. That it's very difficult, and there's my beautiful wife on TV there. So that was very difficult, and then having my therapist chime in was something that took the book to a new level, because she knew me better than I knew myself for a lot of that, and it gave the book this weight, like a clinical weight, where it's not just me talking about myself. It's not just me, hey, this is what I was feeling, this is how I was struggling. She can pull through notes and emails I sent her. And there would be points in the book where I comment, like I'm writing in a journal that, it's been like 3 bad nights in a row. I can't control this. I don't know what's going on. 2 days later, I go to therapy and I wouldn't mention alcohol once.
Oh, wow.
She's able to interject there. So the cadence of the book is really, it's a fun cadence in that regard. It's an easy read, as not in content, but the way that it's put together, it kind of guides you through it.
The insight that nobody normally gets into an addict's brain at the time. That's amazing.
Right.
Especially with the journals too. I know that you said that with the journals, someone who's battling an addiction, they go based off of memory, right?
Right.
Of that time period. But this, you had those concrete journals, which is on the cover of your book. They're your actual
these
journals.
are my actual journals. And they're actual. I didn't edit my journal entries, so there's misspellings, there's wrong words, because that was the state at the time. And alcohol doesn't have the reputation of enhancing your memory. So some of the things that I wrote about, I had to reread, and I was like, I barely remember that. And I think it's different when you're pulling from memories versus a hard, concrete evidence of what you were feeling at the time. And then in addition to that, like a hard, concrete clinical supervisor, that basically the book's clinical supervisor, if you will, the way that Ashley.
So real quick, who is this book for?
So for me, the book, there's a couple different avenues. It's definitely for those struggling, because a big thing for addiction is common ground, sharing stories, finding other people who have been through it. So reading a book that is what I realized when I tried to read my way out of addiction and try to outsmart it. It doesn't really work like that. But I read a lot of books, and the memoirs are great, and there's some relatability, but a lot of it's not, is because a lot of celebrities, and it's great they share their stories, but for someone that has a job and goes to work, you can't take off for months on end and not have to worry. So
Right.
it ended up being kind of the book I wish I found, because I wanted to write something so relatable, and that's kind of the direction it went with it.
Wow. I want to read, you on your website it says, it's a book by someone who looked very well put together and happy on the outside while killing himself on the inside. And that really took me by surprise, because there's so many of us that are doing things but look happy and put on the smile and put on the mask. So for those out there who are struggling right now and want to go the road that you have gone and become sober, do you have any tips to sticking to that?
Sure. The tips come from experience. So everyone's road to recovery is different, and for me, it's asking for help. I mean, that's a courageous thing. That's a sign of strength, is knowing I can't do this. I need someone else to help me. I need other people. That leads to the community of things. Getting sober alone is almost impossible. You can't keep it to yourself. You need a group of other people who have been there before. And then a priority. For myself, I use time, I use work as an excuse. I can't go to this meeting, I can't go to that. But if you look at how much time you put towards your addiction, you absolutely can make time to put that towards your recovery. And I think that's an important thing for people to keep in mind.
I love that. And really quick, because we know that addiction doesn't just impact the one person battling that, it impacts the whole circle around them. You do have tips for those who want to support our loved ones who may be struggling.
Yes.
And you say that the first one is that you have to accept that you have limited influence. Explain.
That's hard.
Right. You're out of control. Like, you don't have control of this scenario, which is very difficult. I know for me and my wife, that was kind of a turning point when she found that out via her support network, is that she can't try to control the addiction. It's just going to go the opposite way. And the addiction is also a symptom. It's not the problem. You need to look for the root of that. And to me, that took therapy, right? And going to see somebody and talking that out. And support needs support. That's something that most people don't really think about. Is we want to give and we want to support other people, but in doing that, you are kind of draining yourself emotionally on some level. So you need a support network as well. So it's just important to be open about it.
Thank you so
very
much.
good. Thank you for sharing your
beautiful.
story and being
Thank you.
vulnerable. Yes,
Yeah.
thank
Appreciate
you. His book is an inspiration. Visit notyet2fargone.com and get yourself a copy. You are not alone.